Hey, been a minute since I've been on here. See how the stream is doing. It's healthy. See, sounds like the audio's doing okay. At least I think so. I could probably turn down the music a little bit. Like 15? I think so. 15 works. Okay. Did that change? Does that even change it? Oh, it does. Okay. Let's take it down to 10. I think 10 works. Yeah, 10 works. Okay, so today we're working on leveling up our art. And I really want to get the hang of it. So let's see. What are we working with here? MYK, yellow copy. Where's all my other copies? I should have a This has been compromised. Let's see. Yeah, because that one is yellow copy. Because there should be yellow copy, magenta, cyan, inks. Let me fix this. Oh, right here we're gonna do magenta, duplicate, and then duplicate. Rename this. Rename. There we go. Change layer name. Top one is gonna be Hey Inks copy. This one is gonna be cyan copy. This is gonna be magenta copy. That way it should alright, cool. That works. And then when I go to my lasso tool, I would actually like to bring the magnetic lasso to the top. And when it comes to my fill tool, what was my fill tool? And vector that. There you go. Fill tool. If you want to bring closing fill, lasso fill. There. And to anyone that's out there, I hope you're doing well. You've been dead, back from the grave. I've been so fucking sick. I've been literally dead. Mm. Toughest part about this is getting Logitech to actually do what I want. Doesn't always want to. Okay. Let me I want to take this and actually want to copy it. And let me rename this. How do I rename it again? Okay, I think it's like this. That should be the rename one, but it's not renaming it for whatever reason. I may have to look into that. But let's just say layer 8. Okay, cool. Now this is down here. And this one we're going to change it to a regular layer. Normal. There we go. Let's go ahead and hide that one. Oh. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So some of the exercises they say to do to start or to do your lines, right? Since I'm using a digitizer. Tough. This one feels wonky because where I think it's gonna end up, it doesn't. Kind of trying to separate that hand-eye coordination. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's get started on our boxes. Right, drawing boxes in perspective. Box exercises. Got this big old box right here. Oh, we got fireworks outside. Nice. Not nice. I hate that shit. It's fucking loud, and they do it at all fucking hours of the night. Right there. Then you got the halfway mark. where they're equal on both sides. It's really just a hexagon, right? And then technically the lines maybe here. And then you got this. It was essentially just this shape, but over here. Now comes the hard part where we start to angle it. First, let's do this one. And then this one right here is same thing. No, that don't look right. Nice. Okay, that looks about right. Halfway again. A hexagon. And this goes from here to here. And then again another one. There we go. Now comes the hard part, where we got to take this design and we got to flip it a little bit. Right? So if we did that, this side would technically be longer. One comes up. We'd be looking under it. And then this would mean it here. That looks right. I think that looks right. Right here, this one is definitely a halfway point. So it's this triangle shape. It's again a hexagon, but from a different angle. Right, and then you come down here. And then this one is just really just the opposite of this one. Do a little wobbly dobby. Okay, cool. That is not easy, man. Brutal. Let's see. How did I end up here? This. Okay. For this one, actually, this is kind of tough because I'm not entirely sure how to angle it. Let's see. Right? Because it for sure has this. And then this is going to be straight down. And then like that. Now I'm having trouble visualizing this one. Let's see. Right? Because from here, I'm gonna go like that. What the hell? No, that's not right. Shit. Okay, hold on. I think it's like that. Right? Let's see, let's test it out. So if it's like this, that looks right. Oh, no wonder. I keep moving the wrong dial. Let's see. If anyone's in the chat and you're working on something, let me know what you're working on. So this one, oh. Now this one's gonna be shorter. This is gonna be the longer edge. What would that leave me with? Like that, no? This is brutal. Yeah, this is not freaking moving boxes in 3D space. And that's that I'm not even skewing them, because technically once we get to this part, We can start skewing them. Right? That. And right here would be the largest. I think that's how you do it. Because here it would and then here again. I think so. I think that's right. It's fucking hard. Now that we got that, it's the whole damn thing. Dude, this room gets so damn dusty. It's crazy because, like, I don't know where all this dust is coming from. What I've been working on recently is learning how to draw heads. That shit is mad hard. That shit is mad hard. Right? Like, check it out. Right here, on my big ass square. Kind of wish this was a bit more like actually, I don't even need the timeline right now. I just minimize it for. There you go. Works. That's good enough for me. And I'm learning from Tantan's head drawing PDFs that I paid for, ripped from the internet. That I do like that shape right there. And you got this. No, I fucked up. This should actually be much closer. Right there. Because right here, you got this thingy. It's like a plane or something. Something like that. Because right now it's trying to teach me about this part of the head. So like, let's say this is the back of the head, right? Those. Trying to teach me about this part right here. And this leads to the ear. Alright, this is what it's trying to teach. Like this plane, like right underneath right here. Very easy to miss, very easy to forget about. So on this one right here, right? Do this area right there. I'm gonna have to change this nib soon. Okay. Alright, what are we looking at here? So it's like a lattice almost sort of thing. Because one thing that Danton did go over was that like the face is kind of like broken up into like thirds. Right? So this is where like the mouth and the nose are, this is where the eyebrows are, and then this is right here. This is the jawline right here. There. circle thing right there. After the face. Something like that. Where something like that. Hey. It really wants to sell me on the idea that like the freaking head is made up of like two shapes right here, right? Two circles, each on opposite ends. That, and then this is right there. Yep, it's saying that the head, like the brain part of the head, is this, and we kind of like you give it this and then you give it this thing, but it actually cuts it like this. Cuts off those ends. Because supposed to come down like this, and then you're supposed to have your jaw come down like that. And then from here, right, flip it across. And this is where you would have your like eyebrows, right? This is where you would have your nose. This is where you have your eyes. You got the fold of the eyes. Then you got the actual eyeballs. And you got the mouth. You have it right there. Right. Then you got the ear kind of like right here. You can kind of see it taking shape a little bit. The human face right there. How's everyone spending their New Year's Eve? If anyone's in the chat, if anyone's hanging out, if anyone's working on anything, let me know. Because we're gonna be here a while. You're on shit. And these fucking Loomis heads. There, and you got yourself a superhero head. Old Mr. Generic ass. Give him a little bit of dimension, right? Nostrils and stuff, that dimension. This thing in the middle, I don't know what the hell that is, but people have it. The little flippy flap right here. Little in between. Little in between. Put that right there. Got them big old lips. Underneath the eye. Or you could tell he's fucking tired as fuck. Tired of your shit. Tired of being drawn this way. That little ridge right here. Ear going. Okay, and then we gotta get the... So you got this like ridge, right? Because with the skull, this is kind of like where it's right there, and then you got this part of the head. Then we flip it. That way we could tell if things are symmetrical. Because I lean super heavy in One Direction. I've always leaned super heavy in One Direction for whatever reason. Sometimes I even it out by drawing a little bit more. Nice. Very nice generic comic book head. And then see this freaking eye right here? All the way up the chinga. Go ahead and lasso that. Add a little bit more. Let's add that stuff we missed. Okay. You can tell it still leads a little heavy on this side. Looks like a Lex Luthor almost. Give him some hair. Perfect. Okay. He's going in the we tried pile. Here. I want to see how small I could shrink him before losing fidelity. I think that's good. Right? Yeah, you can still see plenty of detail. My plan is to get this whole damn page filled with just studies and studies and studies and line work and studies and line work and studies. And if anyone else is working on stuff, please join me on working on line work and studies and line work and studies. And we also got music, man. Like, we might switch over to music a little later. There's a lot of music that I have to put into my playlist. Like what you're listening to right now is music that I've made in the past. I still want to remaster a lot of it, so it's all more or less the same volume for streaming. I have a good maybe 30 songs that are going on loop right now, but I can really have up to 50, 60, 70 songs that are in that playlist. So I really want to get that up to snuff, and I want to be able to get the name of the track at the bottom, but all in due time. All in due time. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys knew about the freaking mechanical lasso tool. That thing is sick, man. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look, I'm inaccurate as hell. And look at that. Look. Oh my lord. It makes it makes stuff like coloring and painting super easy. Right? Look at this. See, we just made a cup. You know those 90s cups? Right there. Right in front of you. We just did it right now. Unselect. Taking this whole thing. Minimizing. Bringing it over here. Oh, right. So what I did here was I'm gonna go ahead and take this, cut, selection over here, then paste to shown position. Look here, we're gonna paste the shown position here. So I think this is right here. We're gonna go ahead and merge it down. I believe merging it down is this one. Perfect. And then we're gonna oh. Now we shrink it. Matter of fact, I do want, when it comes to this, I kind of, as much as I like paint, I like the color mark better. I'm gonna put that at the front instead. And those are the True Grit Texture Supply stuff. They're insane, and I'll go ahead and put it right here in the well, what a lot of the stuff I'm using is a True Grit Texture Supply. It's honestly amazing stuff. You really don't need more, right? What do they say? You don't need more than like a hard round brush and a soft round brush, which is true. You don't need more than that. But what I find that very specific brushes allow you to do is they allow you to get a style out of it, because they give you a very specific like texture that you could recreate it with a hard like a hard round brush, but it would be more practical if you just use the brush that does it automatically, and in that way you can create a style out of it. I personally really like that comic book style, and I'm still trying to master it, right? Like, I love the halftones. Like, you could draw individual circles for everything, but just use a halftone brush. Use a halftone. You know, you could crosshatch everything, but sometimes when you have to crosshatch giant sections of stuff or just like a lot of intricate detail, just use the crosshatch brush. Just use it. Everyone knows you can. Everyone knows you can crosshatch. It's, you know, no big deal to come over here and just like, no big deal to just go, right? No big deal. But when you got a brush that does it for you, right? Okay, and what did I have that under? Hatching, right? You know. The tone, right? Yeah, so you got your noise shaders that just gives you crazy amounts of texture and all that good stuff. Then you got your ribs craft. Ah, yeah, that was right here. Like, everyone knows you could do this, but it's just so much easier when you could just do it like this. Boom. Easy peasy. Like, just quick. You know? The little things like that, it just, if you're gonna be doing it by hand, then it's different. But when you're doing digital, there's an understanding that you're using digital tools. Not that you're using stuff like AI, but you're using digital tools. Man, yeah, that's a whole wireframe right there. Okay, I'm personally really liking the classics concept sketcher. So yeah, so this one really wants to showcase like, okay, you got this going on right here, and you got it going at this angle. This angle, you want to cut it in thirds, right? And then at this one, this is where you kind of got like that big old circle. And then from here, also saying you got kind of like this circle right here. And then this is chopped like that. This goes through the top. This is such a complicated, like, here, these converge here, and this is what creates the jawline. I think it has a circle right here, and then this is essentially that big ass circle in the middle. And it's all just to say that, like, right here, right, okay, that's all just to say that, like, when you're here, you're gonna have like your freaking forehead right here. Right? With your Piccolo looking ass. And then remember, this freaking thing's a ball. And you got your nose right here. And then you got your lips. And this part's hard because I am still struggling to understand this plane right here. The plane of the damn lips. And then just those little foreshortened grooves. It's very tough to visualize. And here, like, you know, right? You got your ear. And there you go. And you could do some stuff. You could give them sideburns. Right. I'm still very bad at drawing hair, by the way. Go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. Sure, that looks like hair. 20. Right here. Let me get rid of this part right here. Okay, let's see who goes. Hey, how's it going, Scruff? Ah. I'm drawing stuff from various angles. I'm using Tantan's head drawing guide. So I'm kind of using that in the background. It's really freaking good, man. Like, it's got so much freaking stuff about heads in there. Because I'm very bad at drawing faces. Right? Like, my approach to faces right now, it's still very mechanical. Like, just right here. Like, you could see, like, I'm starting to get an idea of what things look like, where they go, how to put them together, using the guides that he gives, but it still very much comes out generic man number 2 or number 3 or number 8 or 64. You know, it still doesn't have the personality that I think later chapters, because I'm still in like the first PDF. Then after that, I'm moving on to Tom Fox's I think it's Anatomy. Yeah, I mean, oh, health wise, yes, I was dying, man. I was stick to the main course. That shit was rough, man. Jesus, and I had gastritis just last night. I have a lot of work to do. This is another angle that's really, really tough. Right there, and then it's saying it's like this. This is where the face is. Okay, so if I were drawing from here, that means that the eyebrows are right here, right? So that means that this, technically the chin. And then right here is where you got the neck. Oh, this is where you get that freaking angle that everyone keeps drawing. I'm gonna lurk in the stream for a little bit. I'm watching coloring class Forest Stray. Well, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'm just here like trying to level up, man. You know what I'm saying? I will be here. I have your stream on a side view, but I've got you turned to like 1%. All good, all good. See. Okay. And then right here is where you got the right, and because there's circles, man. You have to keep in mind that they're freaking circles. Right? And then right here you got the lips. The lips. Shit. So how are we gonna draw these things? We got the fucking ear all the way up to the chingada. What the hell all the way over here? Ears? I know that it's got like this freaking thing here, and then it's got this thing right here. It kind of does its own thing like that. Yeah. Right? But see, that doesn't look like it's in 3D space. But we're just gonna leave it alone for now. Okay. That actually doesn't look too bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's freaking amazing, right? But that angle is fucking tough to draw, man. I could, okay, we gotta flip it though. Flip it. Actually, that's still pretty symmetrical. I think the only thing is this eye can use a little bit of tweaking. Right? Add a little bit more. Take a little bit away. Add a little bit. Good. Oops. think we gotta extend it that way a little bit. There we go. Okay, yeah, right on. Actually, I'm not too upset with that. That shit is not easy. I don't know how people draw this shit like it's nothing. But I do like that the thing, right? The frame in the front that kind of divides it in thirds. It's like 1/3, 2/3, 3/3 to the top of the head. And like the top of the head's freaking huge. Our brains like kind of take shortcuts to make this part of the face look like it's the whole damn head, but there's actually so much going on here that's just like just a mass of freaking forehead. Oh, my reggaeton beat. And now it wants me to look at it from the side, right? So that lattice right here. Here. And it's saying that once you're here, that's the top of the forehead. Actually, even a little bit higher. The top of the head's even a little bit higher than that. Here's a third. Here's a third. That is not a third. Here's a third, and then here's a third. There we go. And so this one, even this one's a little bit angled. Like that, and then from here this departs and then turns into the chin, and there's a little circle right here. Right, and what it's trying to get me to see is that this shit goes a little bit forward right here. And then this is where the nose goes. Right, and then you got the eyebrow right here. Right, and then that's going on there. Freaking ears right here. I should really work on ears. I am like not nailing that at all. I think his back of his head's not big enough. Like that. Yeah, like that. Everyone's New Year's going. Let's go New Year's. Been a minute since I've streamed too. It's mad hard. I've been fucking dying, man. I caught influenza A or some shit. It gave me a headache for about a week straight. Just straight migraines heating up. I was taking showers left and right, trying to like get my temperature just to be normal. It didn't work. That's not looking too bad, right? My ability to kind of understand where stuff goes is getting a lot better. And it's weird. It's not like I'm inherently like more aware of what I'm doing. It's just kind of happening innately. Like I couldn't do that shit before. It's just clicking somehow. That's been the most difficult. No, I already did that one. Damn. So the eyes are at the halfway point, but the brows are at the third waypoint. Oh, that part is actually like even smaller. Okay, so what the book is arguing is that, right? You got your mannequin. Let's get the mannequin head here. Right. Let's get it even. Okay, right, so I got this bad boy going, and it's arguing that the top of the head, the bottom of the neck, sorry, the bottom of the chin, this right here, the eyes go at the halfway point. Boom. Boom. So you got your chin, then you got your top of head. ass. And then here at the halfway part is the eyes. Well, let's get them googly eyes going. Actually, I think they're closer than that. Okay. Now there's another. So from the bottom of the chin, about right there, this is now divided in thirds. Where you got your eyebrows. You got your bottom of nose. Then you got your chin. And you got top of forehead. So the eyebrows are right here. This is where you got the bottom of the nose. And here we got the mouth. And the mouth is just kind of like chilling right here because this is the bottom of the chin. Okay. Get this chin right. This is the guideline. That's right. This shape kind of like that. Okay. I don't think that's anatomically correct, but okay. Right. Okay. Not sure exactly what I'm drawing, but it came out looking like that. This is better than anything I've drawn ever. Like, this like guide that, by the way, like um let me put in in this in the thing what I'm actually referencing. So that's what I'm kind of referencing right now, and it's helping me draw some stuff. I think this guy's looking a little bit like that Trigun character, right? But like different face, which I do think that Trigun character is badass. You probably watch the damn anime. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't lose too much fidelity. See, and it's very different from this freaking guy right here now. Different from this guy. I can't ever draw like the same. Okay. Anyone have any fun plans for New Year's? You guys have fun plans for New Year's? This is what I'm planning to do for a little bit. For those of you that don't know what this is for, it's so my hand doesn't stick to the close. I don't even use those buttons. I really should. I end up using this bad boy. Love this thing. I'm able to do all this other nasty stuff like this. And this 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 and this. Oh man, toddlers are even worse. Old folks are even worse. So old folks are just kind of like, he's arguing that old folks are just divided in half. So their whole face is sagged. Right? Saggy stuff. The eyes are right here and they're droopy. You got them bags at the under the eyes, right? Okay, and these, yeah, this whole face is sagging, right? Eyes sagging over his shit. His ears really should be outward more a little bit. And what really sells it is kind of just like all the lines of print. Very wrinkly. And his neck. His neck's gonna also be very wrinkly. Now let's give him some facial hair. A lot of it. Very bushy eyebrows, right? He's older. Oops. What did I do? Yeah, I don't remember what this was. Whatever. But oh, the edge color. Okay. Right. He's got a stash. He's got a bit of a unibrow going because he's older. That's what older people have, is unibrows. Hair sticking out fucking wazoo. Hair in the nose. Cool. That kind of looks like an old guy. These aren't coming out half bad. I could kind of see the difference between this guy because he's got a long ass head and this guy's got a badass head, right? And this guy's got a kind of a wide eyes. This guy's chilling. Not sure what's going on with him, but digging it, digging it. Let's take a break. All right, now they want us to draw fucking babies, like a baby's head. And this one's even harder because it's divided into eighths, whereas like the old guys just kind of divided into halves. What would be hard is to draw this guy from like the side. Well, let's do that. Let's draw him from the side. Okay, so let's see. So this guy right here, he has a like a prominent nose. And so he does have something like this. But because he's older, X is gonna have some of it. And then he's gonna have the eyebrows. I don't think this person's gonna come out looking the same. I'm not sure that's the same person. ear right here. Okay. Okay, it's looking a little better. Okay. That's not terrible. I think he needs a little bit more of the back of the head. That actually does look like it would be the side of his head. Hey, this is sick. Let's this line out of here. All right. How's everyone doing? Checking on the stream a little bit and see how everyone's going. Sweet. You can see it now. His eyes are a little wonky right here. Right? One's like higher than the other. But that. I like it. This PDF is 200 pages long, by the way. So by the time I finish the entire series, I'm gonna be a master of drawing people's heads. Actually, I'm actually already pretty happy with what I came up with so far. You know, I think this is a good time to kind of take a little bit of a break, kind of look at what we've drawn today. Okay, I don't mind that face. I don't mind that one either. I actually like this one. That is such a difficult angle to draw. Trying to get the eyes to look like freaking eyeballs. That one, I actually like this one quite a bit too. This one's cool. I don't know. I like this guy. I like it. I don't know. To me, it looks like if he were to flip his head, that's what he would look like. But I don't know if anyone else is seeing that. If it's just me. Let's see. Frickin' draw Gaku. Alright, what the hell do their heads look like? Right, they got freaking. And right, they got something like this going on. They don't have noses, they just have this thing. Out. I gotta get better at drawing ears, man. See, that's no good. No Guido. Right? It has something going on like this. You got big ass eyebrows. Okay. Oops. Kind of liking this a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. Like, it's not super accurate, right? There's definitely some things that don't look very DBZ like, but this is just applying what I've learned today and just making it work for DBZ head. There. Your latest DBZ character. I don't want to take this. Move it a little bit closer. There we go. Eating it. Not amazing, right? There's definitely some things that are not accurate or they're aesthetic. I still can't quite pinpoint what those things are. But for the most part, I'm okay with like this. Like this is way better than anything I could have drawn a week ago. Right? And it's very different from what I just drew. Like that looks like this looks like its own thing. Just give the outline. There we go. I don't even know who this is. Like, Okay. I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. Crazy because I couldn't draw that before. I definitely would not have been able to draw this before. I did too much. Okay. I think I'm good here. It's about a 2-hour stream. I hope everyone's doing good. They have good plans for your New Year's. Hope you're doing all right. Hope everyone here is in good health. I've been in poor health for a while now. Been brutal. But I'm trying to practice art like about 1 to 3 hours a day at the minimum now, and I could say it's definitely showing improvement. I definitely am drawing significantly better than I was a while ago. I'm just understanding certain shapes a little better intuitively, and I don't have to put a tremendous amount of effort into trying to figure out how I want it to look, and then when I simplify it, it's actually significantly easier to make it work. So that's pretty cool. But yes, hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your evening. Happy New Year's. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. Take care.